Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. So, I am doing a weekly analysis for you guys for the pairs, the GBPUSD and the GBPJPY. Guys, you guys, as you already know, I trade the London session, and to be the best at something, I always believe that you must stick to one thing. So the London trading session for me is one thing that I do want to master wholeheartedly. Yeah. So this week I'm not just going to look at one pair, which is GBPUSD. I am also going to be looking at GBPJPY. I realized last week that when I look at only one pair, which is GBPUSD, when there is no trade or during a consolidation, I tend to push the market to actually give me an entry, whereas there is no entry. So I'm gonna try to diversify a little bit this a week, um, and just try to avoid that feeling of, oh, I need a trade and it has to happen. Okay, so enough with the blabbing. I am going to be starting in my 1 month chart. This here. When I start my analysis, you guys, I always start with the monthly chart, and I start with the highest levels that I can find, which is up there. That's quite high. Okay, so that's touch point one, touch point two. And as you can see, it broke out of that one. Um, so we're going to look for a secondary touch point, which is that one, and it broke out of it. We're going to take that to the most recent trade, which is up here. So these are the two touch points that are happening right now. So the most recent touch point and this one. And we're going to change these colors to okay, so we basically have three touch points, yeah? Um oh goodness, so many ads. Hey, free things, guys. Okay, so we are going to change this into yellow because you guys know our monthly trend line color is yellow. So we are going back to the bottom side. We are going to put a trend line here as well. So for us, this is showing us a clear downtrend. So we are going down according to us at this point in time in our monthly chart. And then now let's go to our weekly chart. For the weekly chart, we're going to look at the recent data, guys. We're not going to go back there. We're going to go here for our most recent data, and we are just going to put this one here and actually move it up. And as you can see, that has a lot of touch points right there. That's a lot of touch points, which is absolutely great. And we're going to make that blue. We're going to put another one right about here. First touch point, second touch point. Okay. Now we're going to move on to our daily trend line. Okay. Now we're looking for the most recent data. So the most recent data here is that we are about to touch this weekly trend line right here, right about here. So we are going to do the same here and say, okay, we don't have we have a point here, we have a second point here. Okay. Okay, let's delete that. We're gonna change this color to black. And then we are gonna put one in the bottom here. Okay, now we're going to go into our 4 hour chart. With our 4 hour chart, as you guys can see, there's been one, two, three touch points there, and now it broke out, retested, and it just might continue going up, or it can still go down and probably retest again and go up. So we are not sure. Okay, so we are in our 4 hour chart, and as we're looking at this chart, we are realizing that we are in a probable uptrend right now. Um, or if it breaks out of this trend line, then we are definitely going down. Okay. Now, is there a trend line that we can draw right here? Probably yes. I could say yes because we can put a touch point here. First touch point, second touch point. But this one for me is too steep to say that it's actually a trend line. Okay. In my eyes, this is not a trend line because it's too steep. All right. So this is the only pink trend line that I can draw at this current moment to say that yes, we are going up. And it has touched the trend line. Is it going to show us a reversal candlestick going up? Then yes, this could be an entry to go up right about now. Okay, so when it comes to GBPUSD, I would say, um, let me put that. I'd definitely say an entry could be right about here. No, let me cancel that, you guys. Sorry. We are going to go to the 1 hour chart just to see clearly what is happening. As you guys see, that honestly, this could definitely be a 1, 2, 3 touch point. An entry could have been right above here. So let me just put this here. An entry here can definitely prove to be an uptrend. Yeah. This could definitely be our entry right here. And then our stop loss can be right about this mark here. And then we're going to take profits right about here, which is a 1 to 1.5 trade, or we can go even further and maybe take our secondary profit up there. So we'll move into our 4 hour chart because remember, guys, as much as we're using these other smaller time frames, we are always reverting into our 4 hour chart. So we're looking for a swing basically, but even though we don't find a swing, it is still okay. So with the 1 hour chart, this is what we're looking at. With the 1 hour entry chart, that's what we're looking at. If we are looking at a 15-minute chart, things get a little bit more fun. So analyze that. Things get a little bit more fun. When we're looking at the 1 hour, the 15-minute chart, you can enter right here. Look at how beautifully this mark right here is. Just this reversal candlestick right here is so beautiful that if we could have just entered right here, we would already be in profit right now. Imagine having entered at around this mark right here, putting your stop loss right above there, the same place. Your risk to reward now is 10. It's a 10. So it's 1 is to 10. So if you're risking about $300, you are making $3,000. Yeah, you guys. So your entry is definitely crucial. Timing your entries is very, very important. If you have a possible trade that you can take, keep your time frames on your 4 hour, your 1 hour, and your 15 minute. If you can't look at all of them, just stay on the 15 minutes and just watch and go back and forth to just have a clear view of what happens, but focus on your 15 minutes to just get a better entry. You can make a lot of money by doing that. So yeah, guys, that is it for GBPUSD. Let's go into GBPJPY. This week we are not solo trading, we are double trading. We're also going to be looking at GBPJPY, which is really exciting. Okay, so we're starting out with our monthly chart. Okay, so we're gonna start off by putting in our by analyzing two touch points of the trend line. So we're looking for one touch point, two touch point of the trend line, and then that makes that of the most recent data. So this makes it our monthly trend line. Now, for this one, we're going to start there at the top. That's all that. So we're going to put it up there. So according to me, this is about to break out either up or down. This does look like an apex on the monthly chart, which is quite interesting because once an apex is passed, the market just flies to the next direction. So we're going to the weekly chart. We're going to look for the most recent data that we can use. We can put a trend line on. Okay, we'll just put that here. Okay, so we have two touch points there. We're going to change the color of this to turn that into blue to show that it is our weekly trend line. Okay, so we have put in our weekly trend line. We have 1, 2, 3 touch points for that weekly trend line right here, which is really, really great. And it has respected as well, since it had 1, 2, even a third touch point, it blasted down. Okay, it like fell down like nobody's business. And then in the bottom here, it had 1, 2, 3. Fourth touch point, it even went up like insanely. It just touched and went up crazily. So the reactions towards the trend lines are really, really important, you guys. We're gonna go to our 1 day chart and see what type of trend line we can draw here. But so far, it's showing that we are definitely in an uptrend. So 1, 2 touch points there. Another apex here. Okay, so we're gonna go to the 4 hour chart. There we go. There we go. So our 4 hour chart is definitely on the side of being an uptrend as well, and it looks like it will definitely break out of this. And our moving averages are also pushing and hinting towards an uptrend as well. So definitely an uptrend here, but if it does break out to the opposite direction, it will definitely be a downtrend. Depends on what candlestick gets formed in here, and yeah, what kind of movement the market is going to have. Okay, now let's go to our 1 hour to look for entries. We are entering based on the 1 hour and the 15 minutes. So based on the 1 hour, there doesn't seem to be a literal direction. Um, I mean, not literal direction. Based on our chart here, there doesn't seem to be a reversal candlestick at this exact moment right here. There is no reversal candlestick pertaining the trend line. Because here there is a reversal candlestick clear as day. So with this candlesticks, you can just say put a buy there and just go your way up and take however many pips that you need to take. So since there is no reaction, I cannot be absolutely certain as to the outcome, but I can say there is a possible buy. Since there is a possible buy, I am going to show you guys where I can put in my entry based on the 15-minute chart, because guys, we want this risk to reward ratio. We want that risk to reward ratio to be as high as possible. So we're not playing around here. We want the risk to reward ratio. Okay. There we go. So our stop loss can be just below the trend line, of course. And then we want to see where we can take profit. We are going to go back to our 4 hour chart, or rather start with the 1 hour and see where we can take profit. We can definitely take profit, maybe here as a first take profit, because there is definitely some pressure right there. Um, but it can definitely push up and leave that and continue going up. So if it can go up, we're going to go to our 4 hour chart. My targets are always 1 is to 10, you guys. We are dreaming of 1 is to 10, but definitely not a 1 is to 10 on this one, because it has to at least stop right here due to this resistance right here. There's a lot of resistance right here. So the market can just reverse. It can just reverse right there. So yeah, I have a 1 is to 1 to 6.5. Or if it does not reverse there, it can just tend to reverse on the upside, which is up there. So we have a 1 is to 3, which is definitely not bad, you guys. I mean, it is definitely not bad, okay? Definitely not. Okay, you guys, so this is it for GBPJPY. That is my analysis, you guys. At least this week, we have two pairs that we can actually look at and actually be excited to watch what happens, trade on. Yeah, if you are on a live account, trade carefully for the proper risk management. If you are on a demo account, do the same, because even though we are on a demo account, you guys, we still need to, implement the same knowledge that we're going to implement where we're going, because without that, it's pointless. It's pointless, right? It's like you're playing now, and then when it's time to get serious, you're like, oh, I don't even know how to be serious. So we need to be serious now and teach ourselves risk management. And yeah, put trades that are really, really good, that you can be proud of. If this breaks out, of course, this is definitely a sell. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am going to see you guys on another video. Yeah, keep well. See you guys next time. Bye.